Angel Reese versus the Brazilian national team, the Chicago Sky, against that team at LSU. And now we get word from the coach that Angel Reese is going to have a modified role.
Did you see what's going on with Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky? Coach Tyler Marsh just shook everything up. He gave Camila Cardoso the spotlight and pushed Angel to the sidelines. Fans are not having it. They're calling it a full-blown conspiracy to ruin Angel's record-breaking rebounding streak. People are saying it's unfair, and the drama is only getting started.
Like they're going to pull her out further from the basket, and I wonder how her fans are going to feel about that. If she's further away from the basket, that doesn't mean there's going to be a lot of, or as many, I would believe, offensive rebound opportunities for one Angel Reese.
Angel Reese hasn't even returned to training camp since hearing the news. The queen of double-doubles is now suddenly being told to focus on mid-range jumpers, despite only shooting 39.1% from the field. This feels like a shocking plot twist in what was supposed to be her breakout season. Is this really a strategy to help the team? Or is someone behind the scenes trying to sabotage Reese's rise? Let's break down what's really going on.
Chicago Sky's offense will no longer run through Kennedy Carter. Carter averaged 17.4 points per game in 2024, leading the Sky in scoring. Interesting. It should lead straight through, I believe she's what, 6'6"? Camila Cardoso down in the paint. That's who it should lead through. That's who it better lead through.
Just days before the Chicago Sky's exhibition game against Brazil's women's team at LSU, Coach Tyler Marsh dropped a bombshell that's rocking the entire WNBA. He's completely changed Angel Reese's role on the team, and fans are freaking out. It's a total shift in how one of the league's biggest rising stars is now expected to play.
New head coach Tyler Marsh is busy installing a different vision for Chicago's offense. The Sky plan to use second-year power forward Angel Reese much differently than how she was deployed in her rookie season.
Angel Reese made a name for herself by dominating the boards every single night. Those double-doubles became her signature. Her strength in rebounding at LSU carried straight into the WNBA. Remember that game against Indiana, just her second pro appearance, where she grabbed 19 rebounds? That's the moment she really blew up. That's the version of Angel fans fell in love with.
Not as close to the basket on offense, which she shouldn't. It should clear out the paint and underneath the basket for Camila to be able to rebound. And we know she can hit layups. We've seen them. We've seen them over and over. I've seen plenty of videos.
But then everything changed. The Chicago Sky now want Angel to completely switch up her game. They're asking her to move away from the basket, her comfort zone, and start taking mid-range jumpers instead. That's like telling LeBron to stop driving to the rim and just shoot threes. The Sky want their rebounding machine to stop owning the paint and start pulling up from distance. But here's the catch: Angel has a slow shooting release. Sure, she might adjust with time and training, but let's be real. The clock is already ticking.
To take mid-range jumpers, okay. However, Marsh wants her to add more versatility to her shot selection by hitting mid-range jumpers 10 to 15 feet from the basket. She's working on being able to shoot off dribble, and when the play call is for a catch and shoot. Yeah, but what does that mean? Because she's... look, we've all seen videos of her practicing. She's got a very, very slow as SERP release out there. So that should be interesting against anybody that's got any kind of a wing.
And here's where the real issue starts. Angel Reese can't shoot. Think about it. She's currently shooting just 39.1% from the field. That tells you she should be sticking to mid-range shots and putbacks, the same moves that made her a star in college. So why are they asking someone who's already struggling with shooting to take even more shots from farther out? Meanwhile, Camila Cardoso is being placed right under the basket, the exact spot where Angel made her name. That position is what helped her dominate, gain fans, and sell jerseys. Now it's being handed to someone else, and that's what's really setting people off.
They want her to shoot more mid-range. This should be very, very interesting.
Angel hasn't even shown up to training camp since hearing about her new role. And that says a lot. While most players would take a role change as a chance to grow and improve, Angel seems to be taking it personally. Imagine being asked to expand your game and responding by stepping away. That's not the mindset of a team-first player, and fans are starting to notice.
Pretty good. I think she's really good, and I just think the team would be better if, you know, they anchored their defense around the elite defensive player and kind of ran their offense, maybe not through Camilla because she's not going to pass it, but run their offense to the elite.
Let's be real. Angel Reese isn't being told to give up her strengths. She's just being asked to add some new ones. But instead of taking it as a chance to grow, she's pushing back. Why? Because the truth is, she struggles with shooting. That 39.1% field goal percentage says it all. And for a player who operates mostly around the basket, that number is surprisingly low.
Julie Poe of the Chicago Sun-Times, Reese has yet to post up at training camp as she learns a new role for the offense. Oh, this should be very interesting. Quote, for Reese, that means adapting to a modified role that will tap into her full potential as a stretch four.
This isn't sabotage, it's strategy. The Chicago Sky are trying to evolve. They need players who can stretch the floor and make smarter offensive plays. But Angel's game is pretty one-dimensional. Grab the rebound, put it back up, repeat. And when that doesn't work, she struggles. She's not being set up to fail, she's being asked to grow. But so far, she's refusing to rise to the challenge.
He's not as close to the basket on offense, which she shouldn't. It should clear out the paint and underneath the basket for Camilla to be able to rebound. And we know she can hit layups. We've seen them. We've seen them over and over. I've seen plenty of videos of her hitting plenty of layups.
The real question now isn't whether the coaches are trying to dim her spotlight. It's whether Angel Reese ever had the full skill set to keep it shining. From a basketball standpoint, this move makes sense. What doesn't make sense is trying to build a modern offense around a player who can't and won't shoot.
Again, but Marsh understands if the Sky want to build an effective offense, they need to start building out space in the half court. I don't hate that.
Why would the Chicago Sky suddenly push Camilla Cardoso to the front now? The timing is raising a lot of questions across the league. Just days after facing the Brazilian national team, the rookie starts getting star treatment. That's no coincidence. This move makes both basketball and marketing sense. Cardoso is being called a great finisher in the WNBA, and honestly, it's not just hype. While she's still developing, her size, poise, and international experience give her an edge that Angel Reese doesn't have. When you compare them side by side, the gap is clear. Reese brings hustle and rebounding, yes, but beyond that, her game is extremely limited. Her offensive play is awkward, her shot mechanics are slow, and with a 39.1% field goal percentage, mostly from around the rim, she's far from efficient.
In an offense where her primary goal was to post up, she made just 39.1% of her field goal attempts, and we know from 5 foot in, she was the most inefficient field goal percentage shooter.
Reese has built her reputation on energy and second chance points, but that can only take a team so far, especially when defenses start collapsing on her knowing she won't shoot from mid-range. On the other hand, Cardoso offers better spacing, a smoother touch around the rim, and real potential for growth. This switch isn't about politics, it's about progress.
May also be fully aware that a massive hole in Angel Reese's game is the fact that she will catch a rebound and then proceed to put up 4 shots to make 1. Again, all the while, people around the perimeter were sitting back going, I'm open, throw me the ball so I can shoot an open 3. Nah, that ball's never coming back out. That's where the ball goes to.
Reese has earned her reputation with energy and second chance points, but that can only carry a team so far, especially when defenses start collapsing, knowing she won't shoot from mid-range. Meanwhile, Cardoso brings better spacing, a smoother touch around the rim, and significant growth potential. This switch isn't about politics, it's all about progress.
I'll lie to you. I actually feel a little bit better about her standing back further away from the basket, shooting jumpers. I do, actually. Now that I've seen how bad her inside game is, it's still going to be interesting because her claim to fame is what? Double-doubles.
Her refusal to report to training camp after hearing about her new role says it all. While other players are grinding to improve and fit into the system, Reese throws a fit when asked to step outside the paint. This isn't sabotage, it's a wake-up call. Her star power can't hide her shooting struggles forever. Some fans are comparing this to Caitlin Clark's situation, claiming the league is trying to control breakout rookies. But there's one big difference. Clark has range. She's a real offensive threat. Reese, on the other hand, has only one gear. When a player can't or won't expand their game, they become a liability.
She's already away from the basket. Maybe that will force the hand. And again, Camilla shoots much better from the field, much higher percentage close to the basket.
Is Tyler Marsh making a bold coaching call? Absolutely. But maybe that's exactly what the Sky need. Not a media darling who can't shoot, but a complete player who can finish strong and adapt to the modern game. The story isn't over yet, though. Angel Reese's fans are losing it on social media. Have you seen the firestorm brewing? They're convinced there's a full-blown conspiracy happening in Chicago. These fans aren't just upset, they're completely outraged. They believe the Sky are deliberately trying to tear down everything Angel has built and hand it all over to Camilla Cardoso instead.
Apparently, there is a conspiracy. Apparently, we got to talk about the conspiracy. The conspiracy are surrounding Camilla Cardoso. That the only reason why Camilla Cardoso is, I'm pretty sure the only reason she's on the Sky, it seems, is to diminish Angel Reese. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to...
What's really fueling this fire? Angel hasn't returned to training camp after hearing about the role change. And that silence speaks volumes. Her fans are seeing it as proof that even Angel herself feels betrayed by the coaching staff's decision. Would you show up to work if your boss suddenly told you to completely change how you do your job? But here's where it gets even more interesting. Fans are actually calling for Angel to demand a trade. Can you believe it? They're saying she should pack her bags and find a team that actually values her talents. The comment sections are full of messages like, "They don't deserve you, Angel," and "Time to find a coach who lets you be you."
Everything is like you're already hearing them come out there and saying that she should request a trade because they've said Camilla is their number one option. But let's be real. Let's be real.
The double-double issue is at the heart of all this anger. Angel built her brand on those consistent double-doubles. That's her thing. That's what made her marketable. If she's stuck shooting mid-range jumpers while Cardoso grabs all the rebounds under the basket, those double-doubles disappear, and with them, a huge part of what makes Angel special is gone. What's happening with Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky goes far beyond basketball. This is about power. It's about who gets to control the WNBA's newest stars. The team wants her to become a stretch four, making off-ball cuts and shooting mid-range jumpers 10 to 15 feet from the basket. But is that really what's best for her career?
Seeing all of this, like, I genuinely stand by the fact that, like, there are people, so many WNBA fans do not watch basketball. Do not watch basketball. And it's actually crazy seeing takes from people that literally, I can guarantee you, do not watch the sport be amplified. Like, genuinely. And the funniest part about this is, do you want to know, Tyler Marsh never said anything. Tyler Marsh never said anything, but the focus was by a journalist who said the focus was more on Camilla on offense, and she wrote an article about what Angel needs to work on.
Angel's situation reveals the hidden dynamics of the league. Whether she fights for her original role or asks for a trade, It shows just how quickly a team can reshape a player's trajectory, even as she breaks rebounding records. The outcome will reveal how the WNBA truly operates. What do you think Angel should do next?